Let me tell you about Sarah. She stood backstage, the cheap fabric of the curtain rough against her trembling fingers. Her heart was a drum solo in her chest, loud and out of control. On the other side of that curtain was an auditorium filled with people, a sea of faces waiting to hear her speak. Every cell in her body screamed, "Run! Get out of here! You can't do this!" She had practiced her speech 100 times, but now, in this moment, the words felt like foreign objects in her throat. This was the moment of truth, the one we all face, the one where fear tries to take the driver's seat and steer you right back to your comfort zone. Doubt is a powerful force. It whispers poison in your ear. You're not good enough. Fear isn't just a feeling, it's a movie you play in your head, a horror film where you're the star victim. But then something shifted. Sarah remembered a simple trick. She took a breath and counted backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It wasn't magic, it was a gear shift in her brain. In that tiny 5-second window, she pushed the curtain aside and walked toward the podium. Her legs still felt like jelly, but they were moving. She stepped into the light, looked out at the crowd, and opened her mouth. The first word was shaky, but it was out. She wasn't a different person. The only difference was that she had made a choice. That choice is the seed of all confidence. So, it's not what you think. So many of us get confidence wrong. We think it's a personality trait, born with it or not. That's garbage. Confidence isn't a feeling. Confidence is not a feeling. If you wait to feel confident before doing something scary, you'll wait forever. Your brain protects you from risk. Trying something new is a risk. Confidence is a skill. It's a habit. It is the decision to try. Think of it like a muscle. You don't get biceps from one gym visit. You go consistently. You lift even when tired. You push through discomfort. Confidence is built the same way. Small, repeated acts of courage. Every time you raise your hand when scared. Every time you speak up in a meeting. Every time you introduce yourself to a stranger. Not the big gestures, the tiny 5-second decisions. In these small moments, you prove you can. You're creating evidence for your brain that you're capable. Stop telling the story, "I'm not a confident person." It's a lie. Today you can practice a new habit, the habit of action. Confidence is what you do. Let's get practical. How does this whole confidence thing actually open doors? Think about school. The confident student isn't necessarily the smartest. They raise their hand. They volunteer to lead the group project. They go to office hours. They're not afraid to be wrong. That courage leads to better grades. Now let's talk about your career. This is huge. At work, confidence is the difference between having a job and building a career. They share ideas and brainstorming. They ask for challenging assignments. They negotiate for raises. They network. People with less talent but more confidence will always get further. The world runs on demonstrated capability. And what about your personal life? This is where confidence is everything. You walk across the room and say hello. You are authentic on dates. You set boundaries. Confidence lets you build genuine connections based on honesty and mutual respect. In every area, the pattern is the same. Confident people walk up and knock. They try the handle. If locked, they look for a window. It's about agency. You don't have to look far to find stories of confidence changing everything. Think about J.K. Rowling. Before fame, she was a single mother with a wizard story. She sent that manuscript to 12 publishers, and every single one rejected it. Imagine the doubt, the temptation to give up. The world was telling her no. But she had confidence in her story. She had courage to try one more time. That 13th publisher said yes. Her confidence opened a door to a global phenomenon. My friend Mark was terrified of public speaking, absolutely petrified. He worked in sales, great one-on-one, but kept getting passed over for promotions. He decided fear wouldn't run his life, so he joined Toastmasters. First time speaking 60 seconds, drenched in sweat, voice shaking. It was awful. But he did it, and he went back the next week, and the week after that. A year later, Mark volunteered for a major presentation at the national conference. Same guy who could barely say his name was now on stage with 500 people. He nailed it. Not only got a standing ovation, but was promoted a month later. His success wasn't because he stopped being afraid. He had practiced being confident, building the muscle one speech at a time. Okay, enough talk. Let's get to work. You want to build confidence? Simple, practical things you can start right now. First, use the 5-second rule. The moment you have an instinct to act, you have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move. Speak up in a meeting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise your hand. This isn't my rule. It's neuroscience. It interrupts hesitation and pushes you into action. Second, change your posture. Right now, pull your shoulders back. Lift your chin. This is Amy Cuddy's power posing. Your body language communicates to you. Take up more space. It changes your chemistry. Feel more powerful and in control. Third, complete a daily confidence log. At day's end, write 3 small acts of courage. Difficult phone call. Tidied that messy room. Went to gym instead of staying on couch. Train your brain to spot courage. Collect evidence of capability. Finally, dress the part. This isn't superficial, it's signaling your worth. Wear clothes that make you feel good. You don't need to spend a lot. Be intentional. Presenting yourself well sends a message. I matter. I am important. I am ready for today. Let's be clear. The goal is not to eliminate fear. Fear is a vital survival mechanism. It's the alarm that tells you to pay attention. The problem is letting the alarm make all your decisions. The goal is to hear the alarm, thank it, and do what you need to do anyway. Think of your comfort zone. Inside it, everything is familiar and low risk. It's cozy. But nothing you want is inside that zone. Your dreams, your goals, your growth, it's all on the other side. Every time you step outside, you feel fear. That discomfort isn't a stop sign. It's a signpost. It points you where you need to go. That scary feeling is the feeling of growth. Reframe how you interpret that feeling. Instead of, I'm scared, I should stop, think I'm scared. This must be important. This means I'm moving in the right direction. This is a massive mental shift. You start to welcome the feeling. You understand it's a necessary part of the process. Pushing a car out of mud is hard. Lifting heavy weight is hard. Learning new skills is hard. Why expect building your dream life to be easy? It's supposed to be scary and hard. That makes it meaningful. Next time your heart pounds and palms sweat, smile. Say, hello, fear, I see you. Thanks for showing up. That's how I know I'm alive and on the right path. I want you to listen to me. Forget everything about confidence being for other people. Forget the lie that you're just not built that way. Too shy, too anxious, too quiet. That's a boring story. It's time to write a new one. You have everything you need inside you right now. You have a history of courage you've been ignoring. You have survived 100% of your worst days. You have overcome impossible challenges. You are still here. That is resilience. And resilience is the heart of confidence. You don't need permission to be confident. You don't need a sign from the universe. You don't need to lose weight, get a new job, find the perfect partner. Confidence doesn't begin when you achieve something. Confidence begins when you decide to try. It starts today. It starts in the next 5 seconds. It starts with the very next decision you make. Will you let fear call the shots? Or will you push yourself to act on your own behalf? The choice is yours. The power to change your life is in tiny 5-second decisions. The decision to get out of bed, put on running shoes, raise your hand, pick up the phone, say, I love you first, say, I'm sorry. Each one is a vote for who you want to become. Each one is a brick in your foundation. You are one decision away from a different life. Not a different you, but a different life. A life where you show up, where you try, where you participate fully instead of watching from sidelines. You have it in you, right now. You have the courage, you have the strength. Stop waiting, start doing. The doors are all around you. All you have to do is find the courage to start knocking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 3,